When we moved in, there was a spice rack installed in one of the kitchen cabinets, but it's pretty high up and it's hard to reach the spices, especially for my wife. But we have this baker's rack, and we thought it'd be more convenient to store the spices on the top of this. So I'm going to build a wooden spice board to store the spices, and I'm going to show you how I do it. The top of the baker stand is 35¼ inches long, so I cut a 5½ inch wide board to length. The board is 3/4 inch thick. The two tubes that support the top of the baker stand stick up the top, so I had to cut notches out of the board to accommodate these. Once the notches were cut, the board fit snugly. My spice jars are 1 3/4 inch wide, and I used a Forstner bit to make nice flat bottomed holes about 1/2 inch deep, and they're 2½ inches apart, center to center. I drilled 2 staggered rows of holes. The front row has 14 holes and the back row has 13. This created a lot of wood shavings. Then I used a 1/4 inch roundover bit in my router to take the edge off the holes. The rounded profile on the edges really adds a nice touch in my opinion. I then sanded the board down to 220 grit. I finished it with a few layers of shellac and sanded between coats with 00 steel wool, and then a final sanding of 400 steel wool to leave a nice smooth surface. Then I just had to remove the spices from the old rack in the cabinet, install the new spice board, and add the spices. Well, there you go. It's a really simple project, but I think it turned out nice, and it's going to be a lot more convenient to having the spices up here. Now I just got to get more glass jars for the other spices. If you liked the video or found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to keep up to date with my newest videos. Thanks for watching!